former MVP Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, is Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here are the Panthers now under head coach Ron Rivera. They're led out by their big-bodied electric quarterback, Cam Newton.
Cam has all the skills that you're looking for. The arm that can do everything, the ability to run, hard to bring down because of his size. But the joy that he plays the game, I think that's his stock in trade. That's his calling card. That's what sets him apart from other players.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing is Newton. Wright's got it. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. This is what the defense is going to look like for Tampa Bay. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
This is an area of the game that they definitely have to improve because right now, against the pass, top 10 in the league. But against the run, that's where the struggles have come in. Got to find a way to make sure they stop runners before they get started.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Let's go, D. Let's go,
It's
D.
a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's Newton. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now, this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Winston and the Bucs take over now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Throwing, Winston. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Panthers have recovered.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Carolina getting set to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they face a difficult 3rd and 12 coming up. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Newton. He may try and run for this. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
Even at the age of 30, Cam says it's just a number. Still a real threat running the football. We all know about the touchdowns, but ran for 488 yards last season. That was 4th among all NFL quarterbacks. He can still tote the mail.
Right to the 3. Hey, watch the ball. Watch left, tight end to the right. Everyone come forward.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
They'll run with McCaffrey. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Andrew Adams there to make the tackle. They'll try the air now with Newton. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Newton on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Newton now to throw. And avoids the contact by sliding. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the BUCS 36. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton on the move, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. To throw is Newton. Complete to right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Could we get a touchdown to this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Newton. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Here we go. Double tight. 4 down. Check.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton, and he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 12 yards there and a 1st down. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there.
Here we go. Right there. 54. Right there.
Again, McCaffrey. And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to... It's the 3rd quarter. No time.
Look at it. 3 bucks, 3 bucks, 3 bucks. Check 26, check 26.
Now Newton on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here comes the bucket.
Check. 180. Check 45 the money. Watch the run, watch the run.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
45.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Devin White brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
Well, there's your first ROI, right? Return on investment of their first-round pick. His first NFL sack, I know they want him to be an impact player right out of the gate.
A lot of pressure to put on a young man, but I think you agree he has the ability to deliver on it.
And he just did. Probably the first of many sacks in a long career.
And his kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goal. Jameis now on 1st down. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Again, it's Winston. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. The Bucs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He'll have the win at his back here in the 4th quarter. Gay's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down broad.
Ready? Flag! Let's get it together, defense.
On 2nd and 1. Winston. He finds Howard complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a first down. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now on 2nd and 13. Winston. And this is caught by Evans. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. First down, Winston. And this is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jameis to throw it. He completes it to Evans. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. To throw, Winston. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Barber on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Barber. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Peyton Barber. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it's Peyton Barber that polishes it all off with a touchdown scamper. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. He's back to throw. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock. And an extra point will send us to OT.
Well, there's no doubt they just seized the momentum with that one. They can go ahead and kick the extra point here and ride that home wave on into overtime.
Now for the all-critical extra point. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now for the all-critical extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. To throw is Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check 50, check 50.
Now it's Barber, and an alley to run. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Running is Barber, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Luke Kuechly, the all-pro linebacker, in on the stop. On 2nd down, Barber, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Brian Burns able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive, they're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton, they'll buy some time right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Newton. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. William Golston showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Newton. And this is caught. He hits more. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now with toss, this is McCaffrey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And now the timeout comes in with just 1 second left in overtime. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This a long one to try and keep us going in overtime. And now the timeout comes in with just 1 second left in overtime. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This a long one to try and keep us going in overtime. And he missed it. It's no good, wide to the left. And the 3 points on the opening possession of overtime hold up, and that's how this one's going to end. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it.